center of our bottom of our screen.
That's a crack.
Please.
Okay.
Okay, right. So the one on the right.
Do you want the moving fish before we get the coral?
No, the corals more important, I think.
Track is clear or possibly cool, man. Like, see the boat somewhere? No, just only.
Pilot, you got a pretty big paracordia just under your feet, so.
I see that.
Okay.
So I said this isn't a great spot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Are they still at 100, 1,000 feet? I'm not sure.
From here.
You guys are really broken up. If you could repeat all of that,
Video,
please.
come on in.
Oh,
Pressure alive. Pressure not so alive.
no, so,
Actually, maybe being overrun by sponge. Is this the one?
That looks pretty dead to me. I think that is the one they were indicating.
I don't think that's a black coral. It's just got a lot of junk on it.
Okay, yep, we're done. That's the one we meant, but yes, thank you.
All right, Jeff, so you just got a little bit of tether left. I'd like, since it's such a steep ridge, I'd like to maybe just move closer to you.
So that was a dead skeleton
What do you think?
of a
Maybe-
coral.
Yeah.
There's some more Epigonas.
So right
They're just
now we're
everywhere here.
130, 135.
Sorry, Tara, I didn't catch what you said.
A dead skeleton of a coral, not a black coral, just a coral coated with lots of gunk. Another squat lobster off to the left.
Sorry, I missed it, Tara. I think I saw it down in the crack there, right? Ooh. We have another fishy friend. And here comes the spine of the ridge. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to look down the ridge here. What I perceive to be the ridge. And it's going
140 or so.
140 in general.
Okay.
At least here, locally.
So do we want to just do like 25 meters? Bring it closer to you. You go up the ridge.
Sounds good. What bearing are you thinking?
Well, say 140. Or should I bring it closer to you first?
140 is fine with me.
Okay.
All right,
Brian, let's do it.
bridge nav. 20 meters, 140 degrees, 0.2 knots, please. Correct.
This might be an interesting guy. Can't tell. Snap some real quick video just to see. Yep. It's just another
Ooh.
squat lobster.
So this looks like
Thank you.
the first squat lobsters that we saw on this dive. There were two of them. An orange one with 5 rostral spines, and then there was this guy hanging out next to it.
Okay, so we've seen it.
Yes, thanks. But always great to get more shots.
Now I can say the current has settled out. It's much better now.
Right.
At least in this area.
Just a little tether left, and I should start moving toward you soon.
Just sidle over this side here. See all these little purple looking guys? You seen these yet? Video, can you just give me a partial? Thanks.
I'm not sure what these little purple grey things are.
Okay. Am I backing or getting closer? Short the time. So I'm getting closer.
I'm not sure what that is either. Okay, that may be the base of something, but the
Oh, tiny little spot lobster there.
purple... I don't think they're the purple sternal we saw earlier.
All right,
Unless I
high
can't
showing
see
Sirius
properly.
moving.
Great.
So Scott's thinking they may be young Paragorgia coral, in which case there are a lot of them around here.
Okay.
But then Chris is saying maybe it is the stoloniferous octocoral, which Asako also agrees with. It's going to be a mystery for now.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we're much more comfortable now, Jeff.
Awesome.
The ship's door is now open for the next 15 minutes. Ship's door is now open for 15 minutes.
This might be similar to the pink fish you just saw.
Okay, correction. There was a small pink
Could we
octocoral.
that white one directly below us by any chance?
Sorry, what was that, Chris?
Do you want the coral or a fish?
Chris?
I think he was going for coral.
Let's get in on this.
All right, ship's coming to a stop.
Yep. Thanks, Brian.
Do we lose them?
I'm not possibly.
I think this is what.
But
he was
this is
trying to
great
look at,
imagery
yeah.
anyway.
I think this is what he was going for. Like I said, white coral right below it.
With a little shrimp in it. A little commensal shrimp.
Let's see if I can get out to the end with this little black behind it. Better to see. See any dark spots out over here? Nope. Try to get a bit different background for you, but it's all.
So this is definitely an octocoral. It could be a white Paragorgia. Well, Paragorgid. We can't really say much more than that
There's the fish.
at this point.
Is that a rosefish?
Thank you, Scott, for that ID.
Come on in. Yep, head for the fish.
Thank you.
I don't know if we've seen this guy yet.
I think we have.
Oh, we did.
Maybe. I'm sure Bruce will tell us momentarily if we have. But
Attention all hands, the operations meeting.
oh, and there's a little cup coral on the
Oh yeah.
a scleractinian coral right in the foreground. Yeah, but I think sampling here might be a bit of a... What do you think we'll be able to sample during the remainder of this dive? How's the current?
The current has settled out. I can't promise I can get you that little cup coral though.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll see more though.
If we find a bigger one, maybe.
Yeah,
But
that would be great.
that guy is.
So Bruce isn't actually sure about the genus of this fish. He thinks it's a scorpion fish from the family Scorpaenidae, of which, of course, there are many shallow water relatives. That's great, guys. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We're good to move on when you're ready.
Okay. Yep. Great. Thank you.
You got plenty of room just to start following the ridge and coming up.
Great. Seems to be flattening out a little bit.
Yeah.
chase that one.
Let me know when you're ready to put another move in.
We
Absolutely.
got a little bit here.
Yep.
There's
Okay, so both.
nice.
So quite a bit more corals coming up here. We can definitely see the orange asinellas we've been seeing earlier today. Also some paragorgids, some sponges, just a lot more life in this region we've been in for the last hour or so.
Look at that big sea star.
So if we could look at that coral dead ahead that has the sea star on it, please.
Yep.
Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Disregard, keep going.
No?
We passed it. No, we passed the one we wanted to look at.
Oh, I thought it was right.
It's okay, no, my fault, sorry.
thought it was right here.
But here's another sea star nomming on some coral.
Which I can get back to whatever you're looking for pretty easily. Did it drop on the bottom or off in the distance? Watch lead.
Pardon?
Chris, are you
Where-
hearing the
which way
audio
did it
from
go?
the ship well over at the university?
Well, Bruce, we hear you very well, but right now the audio from the ship is really bad.
I've got a second if there's something you wanted to look at.
No, I would just
Seems
keep
like
going if I were
people
you.
getting this on
Okay.
the internet can hear everything.
Right, what direction does
but
that look
for
like
some
the ridge is
reason, the
heading in?
direct connections to
Oh,
the
actually,
command
looks like it
centers
goes
aren't good for the audio.
Up to the right there, I can't quite tell that.
Yeah.
So it gets in a little bit more of a view.
So about 10 meters above you, and it looks like it flattens out a bit, but
Certainly less ridge-like, but yeah, you can see it crest a little bit.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right, so let's see.
So we just moved above 400 meters. We're now at like 395.
Got another fish in that crevice. It looks like something different.
Yeah, can we zoom on this fish if possible, please?
Yep, coming around to light it up.
Looks like the one that I deflected that you wanted to look at earlier.
Shoot.
That's Bruce.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like the dorsal fin is
All
not
right,
notched.
that's
This is a roughy in the genus Hoplostethus. It's
broken.
related to the orange roughy that's
Oh,
She's
of
getting the color
importance down in
reconnected.
New Zealand, Australia.
Oh.
But the ones that we have in the Central
Does look
Pacific
like
seem
it.
to be more solitary
Watch lead
and aren't of commercial
video's sorting
importance.
out, fixing the
And
call
again,
right
there
now.
are a number of
So you
species.
can't see
So,
this very moment.
great if we can get some good video of this, try to figure out
can
what
barely
it is,
hear
but I
that,
don't think
pilot.
the fish
Go ahead
are
Brian,
again.
let's
super
get a-
cooperative.
Let's get 20 meters toward D2, maybe about 170.
I guess there's a technical error with the video or with the call.
Okay,
Video was busy fixing that, so she was not.
20
able to
meters, 170,
see
coming up.
this fish.
okay.
I'll try to keep it in.
Bridge
view.
nav.
Okay.
20 meters,
She's coming on this
170
fish.
degrees,
Try
0.2
to light
knots,
it up.
please.
Yep.
Oh, there's two
Yes,
fish
please.
in there.
There
Three
you go.
fish in there. Fish party. Fish party.
Okay, that's really, really cool.
Other fish is a savanna. It's a group of
Look at that one.
here that's in the genus Plectrantheus, one of the deeper living savanna species. They're related to the very colorful basslets in the genus Anthias and the genus Pseudanthius. That's great video of the roughy and the Plectrantheus and an Epigonus. It's definitely a Stethus species.
Okay, Bruce, that shot should hold you for at least 5 minutes.
That is very cool.
good video. It looks like there's a little dark edging on the front part of the dorsal fin, which is a characteristic of a species called Crassospinus. And we can even count the number of enlarged scales along the belly, which is a key characteristic. So I can't say much more right now, but it looks like we've got enough in the video to work with to narrow down the identification. So you certainly count the scales there. That's wonderful.
Maybe.
This is just great, guys. You've got two corals, one in the background, one in the foreground, some ophiuroids on the one in the background,
Your
an
SPL showing, so you're
epigonus,
starting to move.
another type of fish, which I think was a Plectranthellus.
Right. Video.
Let's try that again. Plectranthellus, and the other one was Hoplostoteuthus.
Nice work.
And then we've got a crab, no, squat lobster sitting on top of the ridge over there, but we don't need to zoom on it. I think it's the same stripy one we've
So
already
you
been seeing.
Got time, Jeff. I just moved 20 meters closer to you.
Thank you.
So there were quite a couple of plexaurids tucked down in that fissure Scott was noting that we just passed over where we were before. Perhaps they're sheltering away from the very extreme currents in this area. Okay. That, I think. Or maybe it was...
So how much higher is this ridge than the surrounding seafloor?
please.
Yeah, blue coral.
Oh, great. Perfect.
I just needed you.
So this is an
Thank you.
isidid of some kind.
Ship stop.
Thanks, Brian.
What looks like an so it's an Antipitherian, likely
Nonentity?
Stichopathes or Cirripathes.
Just turning my head a little.
It's partial.
Going a little further if you'd like.
Absolutely beautiful. Do we know how big this particular coral is? By chance?
We'll try to get the lasers in a position where you can try to guess.
Sure. Okay, so no,
See,
this
in
was
serious
not an
view, it almost looks as
Antipitherian.
long as
This was
D2.
an octocoral.
It's got to be as tall as D2 is. It's probably
If you wanted, we could
tall or something.
pan
Can we,
it.
if you can,
and-
pan towards the base? That would
Or the
be
base.
great, because that will help us to identify it.
Okay, the base is going to be hiding behind a rock, I think. So I'll have to get off and go around the other side here.
Roger.
So if you come
I'll
partial
come out.
to the
So again,
Nice.
not a black coral, not an Antipitherian.
I'll tilt down. It's
And our coral
sure.
experts are stumped. Is it a bamboo or is
Yeah,
it
you
an
can see it's
illicid?
wrapped around.
Yeah.
I am just terrible with pronouncing things today.
There are a couple nodes there.
Illicellid. It's not a lepidisis or any that any of our coral experts have seen before. There's a very obvious, I think, node at the base there.
There's a series of them running up there that you
Yeah.
can see pretty clearly.
And what was the estimate for the size that you guys thought?
If you
Taller
stretched
than
it out,
D2.
maybe 10 or 12 feet.
Right.
Coiled
So
up.
wow. Okay. So four sets of banding there, and it's taller than our ROV, so probably about 10 feet tall, at least. So Scott's
get the
thinking it
lasers at the
is a
base,
bamboo
that'll
coral.
help.
It is an Isididae.
Lasers coming on.
By our current taxonomy standards, it would be classified as a lepidisis, but it is not like anyone that Scott, our coral expert, has seen before.
Got lasers on the base right now. Hoping that might help in the future. But
Great. Thanks, guys.
okay, video. Is there a shot you'd like?
We could get a quick establishing of the whole thing if we have time.
Okay. I'm gonna get a lot
And
of
then
glare when
video's
you
good.
lift off of that.
Yep.
So this isn't a coral that our experts are feeling confident identifying. We've got it down to family. Genus is a bit species, not even a chance.
All right.
Nav, could we get a check when you have a chance?
For the sake of getting
We're about
size, I'm gonna lift
180
up a little
meters
higher
away
here
from the top,
to see
which
if
is
I can
30 minutes travel time.
pass it.
And we've
Roger.
got
Keep the whole thing in view and then
over
pass
an hour and a
over
half
with the lasers.
of dive remaining.
And that will hopefully
Fantastic, thanks.
help assess length. There we go. Scan right over it. The lasers.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Bam. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
That'll hopefully help.
Is that a typical morphology? Just one long, skinny, you know?
So that's typically how the Lepidici genus is, and you do see that a lot
hard to get
in some
a
other
shot
corals.
of it,
But I mean, that's the first one we've seen in this area, so they're clearly not that common here,
pilot.
at least where we've been looking. Got it.
It's very low current here if this is a...
Huh, that's interesting.
We're good with that.
Okay, that's great, guys.
You're full wide
keep,
already.
keep moving ahead whenever you're ready.
Moving on.
All right. If you want to come port,
Yep.
head up the ridge, I'll come up with you and push out when we need to.
Roger that.
So to answer your question, Deb, yes, that is the typical morphology for that genus. And is seen in a couple others, exactly. Thanks, Scott. Don't know what I'd do without you on this dive. So many more corals. What? Nope. Wow, that coral is loaded with ophiuroids.
Looks like you might have one of these blue plexaurids down in the crack.
You want us to zoom on it, Chris?
There's one above too, maybe.
Yeah, either of them, whichever's easier for you guys.
Okay. Today you can start coming
The
in.
one with all the
Partial.
ophiuroids, please.
Yep.
Roger.
Oh, no, maybe... No, I think it was the one in the foreground, actually.
The one in the
Sorry.
foreground?
Yeah.
Oh, plexaurid, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hold this for a moment.
Yes.
All right. Going for... What are those tentacles coming off?
Oh,
Thanks,
what
guys.
are those tentacles coming off? So I think we saw something similar to this on the Hawaiian dives. I don't have anything else.
It's definitely coming off the coral.
So Scott's guessing that this is
I'm
an
gonna zoom in a
old,
little.
old bamboo
That's full
coral.
zoom.
Or, yeah. So definitely a very old Isidid. And our coral experts saying that this is very cool and quite unusual.
Just as a reminder to all of you on shore, after this dive comes off the bottom, we'll take a small break and then we'll come back for our next day's dive planning call. And we'll do that probably, about 15 minutes afterwards.
Just slightly wider.
So, and you'll use the same conference line.
Thanks very much, guys. That's brilliant.
Thanks.
Feel free to move on when you're ready.
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
All right.
Thinking maybe
Next video.
Thank you, pilot.
maybe 25 meters toward 175.
Copy that.
25 at 175. Coming up. Bridge nav. 250 meters. 175 degrees. 0.2 knots, please.
Not too much tether left, Jeff.
Roger that. Not much to look at here either. I'm gonna pop over to the right and see if there's anything in this crest edge. Playing a little bit of catch up with the ship, so if there's anything of interest, we can pop in. But it is starting to catch up. Or it is starting to move.
Yep.
So, if there's anything, Watchley, that you'd like to see, holler.
Can we focus on that big colony with all the ophroids coming up as we round the corner here?
Absolutely.
Please?
Little fish on the rock that could be another Chlorophthalmus, or it could be something called Cryonema. It's out of view now, though. We went past it before I really saw it.
This actually is a few colonies, huh? Go and pick back up and a new fish, maybe. Come on in, video.
Zooming. Wow.
Can you brighten up Sirius a bit, Tara, when you have a chance?
So this is like a plexaurid with a lot
Thank
of
you. That's better.
ophiuroids on it. I mean, in that shot alone, there are about 10, much less the whole colony. Amazing imagery. Thanks, guys. This is awesome.
Catching up with you now, Jeff.
Thanks.
Looks like there's some pretty large coral ahead of you, too.
All right.
There.
There, you want to come partial?
Partial.
Just come
That's
out. Come wider.
Oh, roger.
Thanks.
Holding partial.
Just gonna scan around here, and then I might pop ahead because
yeah.
All right.
the pilot said there's a few more.
Yeah.
I'll just
If you want to look at him, we might have to
Yep.
get a quick establishment.
pause the ship move,
of the
but
whole
Oh
colony.
yeah. Okay, it's down in there.
yeah, it's kind of off to the side.
I'll come catch up to you.
Okay. Yeah, if you just want to come
If
up.
we wanna
Alright.
go over there, we
Full way.
can't, but
Yeah, we'd have to move the ship.
the ship.
Yeah.
I don't think that they want to do that. So keep pushing ahead.
Yeah.
A bit away. There's a bit of current coming down the hill now. Put a little more effort to climb.
Yep.
It's an interesting sea star there.
So that ship move is stopped, so.
It's a really big coral back there. Watching that. Catching up to you.
Yep.
Yeah, not just current now.
Picked up again, huh?
It's cool. It's like that.
Some really
fell in.
interesting geology here, and also some really big corals that are probably quite old. What looks like another lepidisis from earlier.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that Sirius view is just incredible.
Yeah.
What's the angle of this slope? Is it pretty much vertical?
It's not vertical. Maybe, oh boy.
Co-pilot, are
Maybe
you
80
partial
degrees.
zoom?
Okay, so nearly there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Brian?
I said, are you partial zoom or is that full wide?
Nope, it's full wide. I'm 15 meters above him.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yep.
What's that to the left? Another coral?
Yeah, another coral of some type.
Something interesting. Wait, what's that?
Anything you
That
think you're
coral
gonna
coming
wanna-
up is just laden with
Probably gonna
ophiuroids. It looks like the
look at
same
that
type we were
skull.
just looking
Keep
at
it here.
before, but I mean, there must be
Many.
30 at least
Different
on
group
that,
on the right.
as well
Can you hear
as...
Chris?
Chris, what did you just say?
30 per branch, maybe.
Chris? What did he say? Chris, we didn't quite copy what you said before.
Wait, what's that? I'm trying to look
Okay, you can also see a...
I was just looking at the scene, yeah, there's a ton of them on there, aren't there?
Yeah.
Probably 30.
Definitely, at least 30 on this one coral.
Have we seen this guy?
In the
We have,
middle
I
of
think
the
this is
screen?
the same type we were just
Yeah.
looking at before.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. I won't.
plexaurid
Oh, yeah.
or a...
So there's another spike fish, another
Paramos.
Polardia underneath that band.
Yeah, so if we could zoom on the coral in the
What is
center of the
screen
screen.
Right in the center of
Yeah, exactly in the
If
center
we
of the
could zoom in
screen.
on that.
Go ahead.
Samantha Master.
If we could zoom on that. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's the guy. I was looking for that.
What is that?
Whoa. See that?
Looks like a dandelion.
So,
Stand by.
that's so interesting.
I have no clue what this is.
Yeah, no, me either. That's just
Oh, zoom in on the polyps.
go into the guide.
Let's full zoom.
Thanks.
You're in a position you might be able to collect that.
Definitely.
Any chance we could grab this one? This is
Okay.
definitely a collectible if we had time and the ability to grab it.
Guys, do you think you'd be able to collect this where you are?
This would be an easy pick. Yep.
Yeah, let's do that then, please.
Get a quick establishing shot.
So Scott's thinking it's a
All right.
funky Chrysler Gorgid, in his words.
His words.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just get a little closer. So it's an H. And slide all around. Go for it. Is there any, I guess maybe I should be asking you, Brian, I don't know the rules here on collections. Do I have to try to grab half of this, or can I just grab the puff?
No, I'll just grab the puff.
Okay.
All right, as you get set up, Jeff, Sean and I are going to switch out.
Roger.
Hey, pilot, how's my volume for you?
Good, thanks. Okay. Just getting sorted out here. So it looks like I'm going to have to grab, lift off, go into auto, and then stow it. Unless you think there's enough room for the drawer to push out. It's hard for me to tell on the starboard wing.
I don't think so,
If
yeah.
possible, can you zoom on that fish really quickly? That's different.
It's okay.
He's gone.
He's right there.
Spun up on hydraulics.
Bruce, I think we're just
Right
setting up to
now.
collect, so maybe after,
And,
if
do
possible.
we have any biosamples? We do not. Okay.
And let's do
This will be our first biology sample
Right.
of this expedition,
pilot.
and it's a cracker.
Just having trouble focusing. There it goes.
Oh, look at that.
Great.
Do you
That
want to
little
go for
fish is making an appearance
port bio?
again. It would be really nice
Yes.
to do a snap
Sounds
zoom,
perfect.
on that. That's a type of fish we haven't
Yeah,
seen
actually,
before
there
on
you
this
go. You can
dive. I
bring
don't know
the
what it
starboard
is.
wing inboard when you push out, and maybe that would keep it from colliding with the rock. So once I grab it, bring the starboard wing in,
Okay.
and then we'll push out, and it'll be inboard, so it won't collide with the wall.
Sounds
Because I'm
good.
all open in front there.
Yeah.
So, all right, hydraulics are spun up.
Hydraulics are up.
Great, thanks. Just fix my chair.
Oop.
Is that possible? Sorry. If we could just zoom one more time from the base. Oh, sorry, from the base to the end of it, just to get one more conclusive shot. Apologies, guys.
Yeah, that's okay. Come on in, video. Is that okay view?
Yeah, and then if you can
settle
just
for
pan
collection.
to the right and move along the specimen, that would be great.
No. Panning to the right. And you want the base, or you want all the way along?
The base of where the tentacles, yeah. So if you could just move along the stem.
I'm sorry. I thought you were looking for the
No,
floral
I should have been
base.
clearer.
It's my-
This is perfect.
Let's move that a little bit. Just come partial real quick. Just, there you go. Okay, video. Are you seeing what you need to see?
Great. Yeah.
Actually?
No, that's thank you. That's perfect. We can go ahead and collect now.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Is this good?
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Perfect.
Hey, Brian. It's Levi.
Yep.
Do you know how to drop a target?
Yep.
Okay, I think F5 should drop it right on D2.
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
Let me just get my arm out of the way. Yep. And then you're set.
Which bio box do you anticipate putting this in?
We anticipate putting it in the port inner.
Thank
box.
you.
So bring the starboard wing inboard, if possible, slowly. At first. Doesn't appear to be moving yet. Go a little quicker than that. There we go. That's good. That's probably good. And then draw her out. See how that goes. Real easy. Is that good? Can I get in? Oh no. Looks like we're gonna touch. So why don't I just pick up and we'll do it in the water column. Okay, set this here so as not to drop anything. And I'll pick up here. I have altitude lock, so hopefully auto XY will hold. Let's see. Up a little bit. Auto depth. Auto heading. Sort out the south. Still have bottom lock. Let that settle. Out here. Sorry, watch lead. I just couldn't open our bio box planted on the bottom, so I have to get up in the water column where I can open it safely without bumping into the rock. Should only be another second.
An open drawer the rest of the way.
An open drawer, yep. Awesome. And then
Alright, it's all the way out.
could you bring this down to the box and bring up my, actually I'll bring up my, right there. Oops. Go. It's here.
I'll use this one.
This guy. This guy. One enter for me. Okay. Over to the box. Don't mind. It's, not that far. Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Let's get this guy stowed. Go.
Close it.
Beautiful.
Good job, pilot.
Great job.
Did you already bring the rock box in
I'm bringing it out.
or out?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Alright. All set.
Arms off. You can kill hydraulics. Actually, pull that pin first.
Oh, pin's pulled.
Port side pin is pulled up.
Yep.
He's up. Okay, good. Thanks. Left HD. Right HD. And we're off. Okay. After much deliberation, we're off and running again. How are we looking, Brian?
We're looking pretty good. I would recommend a course about 170, I think.
Yeah, I'm fine with 170.
Maybe a little, maybe 175. Jeff, what do you think?
So I'm right by the crest. 175, yeah, I like that. 170, 175.
One tether length?
Yep.
Bridge, survey, bridge nav. 30 meters, 175 degrees, 0.2 knots.
Pick back up again.
Current?
Yep. Facing to it a little.
Thank you.
See it whipping. Over the top here.
Another Sideroid urchin as we're passing here.
Might start to feel
Quite a couple of corals again, different types. I think the yellow one down in the crevice is another plexaurid with all the ophiuroids on it, which we'd seen previously. The purple one may also be a plexaurid, again with ophiuroid commensals. And then there's a huge one down just ahead of it that's got again, umpteen ophiuroids on it.
Working kind of hard to get to the other side of this mound. Face it. We have a terrible view. Can't fight the current laterally.
Geologically, this is also pretty interesting. It looks like we moved into sort of a giant set of boulders or, you know, giant cobbles. It's a little more broken up than it was before.
Howdy.
Hi. I potentially need to apologize. KSPM has been calling you.
That's okay. Sherry called.
Jerry called. Okay.
I gave her info. You was watching the video?
I was watching it this morning, actually.
It's gotten much better reception.
Excuse me, could we please
Hello?
put that
Yeah.
yellow coral on the top of the boulder? That could be a gold coral.
Okay, so can we zoom on the yellow coral smack in top of the boulder, please? And if you could mute your mics on shore, please. We're getting a lot of feedback right now.
Mute your squirrels and fish. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, well, I was going to warn you that KSPM would...
Shoreside scientists, if you could mute your mics, please.
Thanks.
Set down and then we can start zooming away. There's nothing current here. I don't want to try to fuss with it. So Sean, you can take my camera, video, you can start zooming.
Roger.
Copy that.
This is fantastic, guys. I'm pretty sure this is the commercially important gold coral. This is a big find documenting this here.
Great, thanks, Chris.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. It's incredible. All the little polyps are, yeah. I've never seen a coral like this before. But that's just me and my naivety. What? I'm going to assume that you don't want to sample this.
No. So, but this is a parazoanthid, so it actually is completely overgrown another coral, probably one of the bamboo corals, and has taken over its colony and is now secreting its own matrix on top of it.
So it's not the commercially available one?
Absolutely. This is one of the prizes in the commercial coral industry.
Go in again over here.
Looks like the ship's starting to catch up too, so I should probably...
Roger.
I'm limping along a little bit with this current, so I need to
That's great, guys. Feel free to go ahead when you're ready.
Establishing then. Could we tilt down just a touch?
Oops, sorry.
No. Tilting down.
Perfect. All right, hold that.
Interesting.
Seconds video, and then I should run.
Roger. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, pilot.
Yeah, you're about 60 in my camera right now, pilot.
Roger that. Pushing ahead. Make sure I don't knock over the gold coral. Plenty ahead of that, or above that. I think I already see a fish. Let's see. Maybe not.
Ship move's coming to an end.
Great, thanks.
Oh, can we zoom in on that red guy, please?
Thought you might want that.
You can see the beginnings of the colonization process right at the bottom of that Acanella down there. That's gold coral overgrowing, just starting to overgrow the Acanella. This is fantastic.
So, okay, we'll go there after, Chris.
Okay, you can start coming in video.
Do you want me to take your camera off, pilot?
Watch leads nav. Just an update. We have got just about an hour remaining in the dive. We're 120 meters from waypoint 1, which at straight travel would take us 19 minutes. So we'll, at the current rate of advance, we'll be there comfortably.
Okay, but I think they also wanted to get to the top and look around the top. So if we could just allow for a little time for that, please.
Okay.
Okay, so this is likely a paragorgid, and of course it's got its commensal ophiuroid living on it. Thanks very much, guys. That's beautiful footage. And when you have a chance, if we could just, that huge colony just to the right, the lowest corner of it had some more of the gold, like very bright yellow gold coral that we just saw before, overgrowing that little corner. Do you see what I mean?
I do. I'm going to try something real quick and tell me if it's no good. Video zoom from here.
Zoom, you said?
Yep.
Good.
If this isn't good enough, I'll fly down a little closer.
So there we go, Chris.
It's so messy between here and there.
There's a lot of shimmering water around here.
Yeah,
but,
it's over a degree temperature difference between Sirius and D2.
This is fantastic. This is what Frank Parrish refers to as the Midas stage, and that's when the coral tissue itself is overgrowing the bamboo, and the very start of the process of turning it into gold, if you will. That's why it calls it that stage. The actual gold hasn't probably started secreting its own matrix or whatever you want to call it, skeletal material. It's just the tissue that's taken over the bamboo at that point.
Actually, is it interesting getting closer, or is this okay?
No, I think that's a good enough shot.
Okay.
We can continue on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cool.
Push ahead. Nice. Push stretched out a little if you guys want to start a move.
All right, I'm going to come a little bit east, like 1-6.
So we've got another plexaurid just going out of view with the ophiuroid commensals on it.
Okay. Bridge nav. Three 0 meters, 165 degrees, 0.2 knots. Thank you.
Some really purple corals coming up. And for those listening on shore, we are at about 330 meters depth, so we're definitely nearing our target end depth.